Hi everyone, it's Allison from MGD Crochet. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this super cute crochet scarf with pom-poms. And it's a really fun and easy stitch. It's a 1-row repeat all the way to the end. It's a half double crochet V-stitch. Yeah, so let's get started. It's really cute. It measures about 61 inches in length, and we've got 2 pom-poms here. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the materials that you need for this project. So the yarn that I'm using is it's a bulky yarn, bulky weight yarn. And this particular yarn is from Loops and Threads, Barcelona. As you can see, it's 328 yards, and you also will need a J 6mm crochet hook, a pair of scissors, and a needle for finishing and attaching the pom-poms, and a measuring tape. So unfortunately, I don't think they may have discontinued this yarn, but any bulky weight yarn will work for this project. I had just enough with the 328 yards. So if you want to take that into consideration with your length of your scarf, or if you want a little bit of a thicker pom-pom, then maybe you want to just budget that into your project when you're purchasing yarns. So this actually is, like I said, 61 inches in length and about 7 inches in width. Why don't we get started, and I'll show you how to work this scarf up. Okay, so for this scarf, we're going to start with a chain of 27, which is a multiple of 3. So if you want to make it a little bit wider or less wide, then just make sure you chain a multiple of 3. But for this demonstration, we're just going to do 27, and that brings the width of this scarf to just around 7 inches. So, okay, so we're going to start with a slip knot. And we're going to start by chaining 27. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Just gonna double check my chain count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25, 26. Actually, see, I only have 26. And one more is 27. Okay, so now that we've got our chain, to start the first row, we're just going to start in the 4th chain from the hook. So let's count back 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're going to put a half double crochet in there. And then we're going to chain 1 and then half double crochet in the same stitch. So yarn over. Put your hook in the same stitch there, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops on your chain. So now you've got 1 half double crochet V. And we're going to repeat that, but first we need to skip 2 chains. So 1, 2, and then in the 3rd chain, we're going to do half double crochet, chain 1, another half double crochet, like so, skip 2 stitches, again, half double crochet, chain 1, and half double crochet. So there we have let's see here, we've got 3 half double crochets, V-stitches with the chain 1 to create that nice little V. We're just going to repeat all the way to the last 2 stitches, and then I'll just show you how to finish off the row. Okay, so I've just finished my row. I've got 2 stitches left. What we're going to do here is just pop a 1 half double crochet into that last stitch to finish off the row. So what we have here is we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 half double crochet V-stitches with a 1 half double crochet at the end, and this turning chain here counts as a half double crochet. So everything's even and lined up. And we're going to start the next row. So chain 2, turn, flip your work, and this is where it gets so easy. It's a really nice pattern. It's kind of meditative. You can just do it in front of your favorite TV show. Yeah, so that's what I like about this this stitch. It's just easy going. So first thing is we're just going to work right into these V-stitch chain 1 space holes, and we're just going to do the same V-stitch pattern all the way across. So half double crochet in there, chain 1, and another half double crochet in the same chain space, and there's your first V-stitch stacked on top of the previous row's V-stitch. And the next one into the next V-stitch chain 1 space with a half double crochet, chain 1, half double crochet, and just keep going all the way across. So I will pause the video and just meet you at the end. Okay, so here we are at the end. We've got 1 half double crochet V-stitch from the previous row. So we're just going to work our last stitch repeat in there, half double crochet, chain 1, half double crochet in the same stitch in the same space, and then we're going to do 1 half double crochet at the end. And I like to put it, you could put it in this little space here, but I prefer to just put it into the top of the turning chain. I think it just gives a little bit of a nicer edge. So there you have it. There's 2 rows, and just keep going. Chain 2, turn, and just keep going with the repeat all the way across until you finish the length of your scarf. And then I'll meet you when we're done that, and we will do the final touches on the scarf. Okay, welcome back. So I'm just gonna finish off the last few V-stitches here, and then I will show you the finishing off with the scarf with the pom-poms. I've attached one pom-pom already, so I will show you how to make the other pom-pom and how to attach it and finish everything off. So here we have the last half double crochet in the turning chain from the previous row. We're going to pull through and just pull through our yarn like that with a little knot there. So this scarf measures about 61 inches in length. And like I said, I've already gone ahead and attached this cute little pom-pom. You can, of course, make it longer if you like. This is actually a pretty good length, but if you prefer a little more generous length in your scarf, then just go ahead and do that. Just make sure you've got enough yarn for that. So yeah, so let's go ahead and make the second pom-pom for this scarf. So I'm just going to set this aside, and we will get, this is what I've got left. So you can either use a pom-pom maker for this, or if that's not accessible for everyone, I'm just going to go ahead and show you how to do it by hand. It's pretty easy. So I think we want the yarn on on this side. So what I typically do is just lay the yarn over all 4 fingers like that with a little bit of a tail, and just wrap around, not too tight, but just keep wrapping around and around and around. I think with my first pom-pom I did about 75 to 80 passes, which makes not an extremely tight pom-pom. It's kind of loose and casual. If you want a fuller pom-pom, like go ahead and do, 100, 150 wraparounds. That should give you a nice tight pom-pom. So just gonna go ahead here and just keep wrapping and wrapping and wrapping until I think I'm pretty much done with this ball of yarn. Okay, so you want to make sure you actually, let's remove some so that we've got a bit of a tail here for tying it off. So just take your scissors, snip it, there we go, like that. And then you're going to want to take the bundle off your hand. Now I may have done this a bit too tight, but you know what? It doesn't have to be perfect, right? And lay it down on the table like that. And then what we're going to do is take our little tail here and tie a secure knot. Now I like to double knot it right from the start. So we go through once and then twice, and then it doesn't really slide on you when you do it like that. So then you just pull it kind of in the center. Make sure you've got it in the center so that your ends are even. There we go. And just pull it as tight as you possibly can without breaking the yarn. So tight, 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 like that. And then, and it actually holds pretty well like that, but I like to do another knot just to make sure it's not going anywhere. Okay, so now what we do is we insert our scissors. You're going to want a sharp pair of scissors. These aren't the sharpest, but they work just fine. And just start cutting these loops like so. There we go. All the way around. You may find some extra ones in there hiding. Get those cut. And then flip it over and do the same thing. Got your loops down the center. There we go. There we go. There. Now I'm sure there's a whole bunch here that I missed. Just find those with your finger and give them a little snip. All right, I think I've got all of them. Oops, there's a couple more there. Okay. So there. Now you need to give it a bit of a haircut. And so you just start trimming away all these scraggly ones here. And you can shape it however big or small that you like. It's easy to get carried away with trimming a pom-pom. So sometimes it's good just to kind of take a step back for a minute and see how it's doing. going to keep going here with this until we get it somewhat even. Like I said before, this is kind of going to be just a casual sort of loose pom-pom, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Then you want to get these underside guys too. I'll admit I am not great at making pom-poms, excuse me. So yeah, just do the best you can. Like I said, doesn't have to be perfect, right? Let's see where we're at here. There we go. That looks pretty good. So I'm just going to clean up my space here, and I will show you how to finish off the other side of this scarf. So you're going to want to take your needle, and we're just going to like cinch this end in. Just flip this over. I'm going to work from right to left, so like that. And you just want to kind of like ruche it all along the edge with your leftover yarn, like that. There we go. Doesn't have to be perfect. There. And then we're going to pull it like that. There we go. Okay. And then I'm just going to kind of bring these two little ends together, and just so it's a little bit more secure. There. And then we can just tie that off and just leave it. I think what we'll do is, what I did with the other side was I just worked that into the pom-pom, so you don't even have to weave it in, which is kind of nice. Okay, these ends are a little bit long, so I'm going to just trim those. And so now we're going to attach the pom-pom, and then at the very end, I'll just reshape it a little bit, see if there's any scragglers left. So I'm going to take one end here, and I'm kind of just go into the end of the scarf like that, pull it through, and then I'm going to do the same with the other one. But I don't want to put it right in the same spot. I wanted to have a little bit of stability so it doesn't flop back and forth. So I'm going to probably just pop it like over there. I like to do that with hats too. So just so the pom-pom's nice and secure. So we're going to go a little bit over there. There we go. And then I'm going to make a knot with these two strands. So that's actually pretty good, but just to make it a little bit more secure, I want to weave in the end kind of up through the pom-pom itself, just to be sure. So you kind of want to just stick your needle right up through the center and pull it, and then maybe just find another spot close by and bring it back down and try to find another part of the end of the scarf there to pull it through, just like that. And we will do the same with the other one. So up into the center, pom-pom, and back down, scarf, there. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and tie these two strands next to each other, and then I'll push each strand with my needle back into the center of the pom-pom and then trim them off. And we'll call it a day, like so. There we go. Let's trim this one. Gotta love a project where you don't have to weave any ends in, right? This one, same thing. Give that a little trim. And the last one here. Push that up in there. There we go. And that, see how stable that is? It's not just like hanging by a thread. And just trim a couple of these stragglers here, little loose guys. But overall, I think it looks pretty good. And there you have it. This makes a nice scarf for a child too. You could just shorten the length a bit. I think that would be really cute. Do it in a fun color. So there you have it. Hope you enjoyed this project, and thank you so much for watching.